What more could you want? All right? Hollywood has remade the same goddamn story 50 goddamn times. This is what you get, all right, when you get a bunch of college students in one room figuring out something original that's never been done before. So honestly, you're welcome.
Okay, welcome back to the Logline podcast. We are here right now doing a podcast.
What episode number is this, Nick?
9.
I don't know.
It's Gauntlet Week, so I gotta know.
It is Gauntlet Week. Oh, yeah. This is the fourth one today.
You can tell because we've been wearing the same shirts.
I'm still wearing my Pizza Planet shirt. Today, we are here with Maya. Hi, Maya.
Hello. That's me.
Maya is here because she wanted to be on the podcast.
And here I am on the podcast.
And here you are on the podcast. I'm Nick, and that's Julio Ferrari.
I'm fast.
Oh,
I'm fast.
He is Speed.
I am Speed. Great, fantastic. And as a reminder, we are we either randomly generate prompts or story beats or elements, and we riff off of them to end up with a logline and a title by the end of the episode. Julian is eating his mic.
Sorry, I'm hungry. I've only eaten a granola bar today. Although it was a very good granola bar.
Wait, what kind?
It was a Cliff Bar. One of the ones with caffeine in them. And it was the toffee, peanut toffee.
Ooh, toffee's good. I had Fruity Pebbles because I'm an adult, and I made a decision in Target today to take advantage of that and the fact that I make my own money. And I bought Fruity Pebbles.
You do, in fact, make your own money. This is true.
I do.
And
I bought my own...
Many people are saying this.
Many people are saying this.
Great. Okay. Maya.
Yes.
I'm going to put you on the spot right now.
Oh, gosh.
Give us something. Oh, sorry. I have to start. In a world where thing happens, what is thing?
Oh, in a world where thing happens. Okay, I'm really on the spot here.
Mm-hmm.
But pickles. Hear me out.
Pickles now.
Pickles.
Okay, right.
Dude, earlier today, Ben was like, I'm going to do pickles.
Pickles?
Because pickles are funny.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's something about pickles.
I did mention pickles. This is true.
Yeah, I feel like there should be a war between sweet pickles and dill pickles.
It's a war.
Because clearly there's a difference between the two.
No, it's a war movie.
I was screaming because I heard the word war. What is the war between the two?
There's just a war. They taste different.
Oh, wait, what are the sides? I didn't hear the sides.
There's sweet and there's dill.
Is it a war between the pickles themselves, or is it a war between people who align with which pickle they like?
Porque no los dos. Why not both?
Why not both? Is that the message of the movie?
Yeah, that's what it's called.
Okay.
Because they're trying to come to peace.
Pickle piece.
Pickle piece.
Great. Okay. Cool.
This is what happens when you put me on the spot, Nick.
No, this is great. I love
this happens
pickles.
every episode, regardless of who says the word. We're like, what do we do with this?
Where the gears in our minds are turning as we try to figure out how to incorporate pickle wars.
We have a whole hour to figure it out.
So when does this take place?
Definitely 1800s.
Okay. Now, early 1800s, or like, are we talking like Western expansion? Are we talking?
I don't know history like that.
I don't.
But
either.
I kind of just want to do like with balls and stuff.
What?
Like medieval times.
Ball warfare.
Oh, like sorry.
like
the
dance
things
balls. Like
Maya, what the
masquerade.
fuck are you talking about? Pickle dance ball warfare. Sweet versus dill. Who will win? Who has the better dance balls?
The sweet side holds the balls, but they're problematic.
What balls are you talking about?
Oh my god!
Can you
Let me look it up. How do you not? Have you all seen Phantom of the Opera? You know, like what balls are. I can't believe this is happening. I feel like, yes.
Oh, you mean like the dance?
Yes.
Oh.
Like balls.
Holy shit.
Oh my God. This is what happens when you do a podcast with men.
You mean you mean like a fancy get together?
Man, I really thought you were talking about like
their weapons
method
were
of
balls.
warfare.
Yeah.
No,
Like
they're sweet pickles.
Like a pickle circus where they balance on top of balls.
Yeah, so the sweet pickles throw the balls, but the problem is they don't invite the dill pickles because the dill pickles are salty.
So this is like Victorian era. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Pickleball.
Yeah. That's probably not
Pickleball.
1800.
What a fun sport that is.
I love
Is it?
pickleball.
I love pickleball.
Have you ever played?
I have.
Great.
I was forced in high school, as many of us were.
Oh,
It was
man.
a ball with a paddle.
Yes, it was. And old people love
and
it.
a ball. Yeah. Yeah.
Great.
It's
Okay.
entertaining.
So this is a pickle ball
Yeah.
in which they dress up in their pickle finest. And the sweet pickles are hosting it because I imagine the sweet pickles are kind of like the stereotypical depiction of like elves in mythology where they're like these very graceful, very like high beings.
Yeah, pretentious little fuckers.
Pretentious. So I'm imagining the sweet pickles are like, oh, we're so sweet.
Yeah.
Therefore, Victorian ball.
Exactly.
Whereas the dill pickles, maybe they're like
The salty splatoon.
the commoners.
Yeah.
They're the working class.
Yeah.
And so they don't get invited to these balls because they're not sweet enough.
Exactly. Yeah.
Poor dill pickle.
I know. But the dill pickles must vastly outnumber the ruling sweet pickle class.
Yeah, no. Yeah. It's like yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That was words.
Yeah.
I had an idea.
It's there.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
When you remember it, go ding ding ding.
Okay.
Say ding 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 idea bell.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
our we do that.
Got it. That's a thing.
Yeah, we do that.
Maya will remember this for later.
I was gonna say something I can't remember.
Well, when you
We're
remember
gonna have to.
okay. So but why are the sweet pickles throwing this ball? Is this like an annual thing? Is this like a special event?
Good question. Maybe they're celebrating the birth of something, right?
Of like
There's like pickle royalty.
Royalty, yeah. Picoyalty.
He's been doing this all day.
Oh
He's
boy.
got it down pat.
I do not like that one.
Great. So
Quite the stretch.
some pickle royalty.
What did you just call me?
Royalty?
Some pickle royalty that's being born. It's baby Piccolo.
Oh.
Baby piccolo.
Yeah.
And what does baby Piccolo represent?
Magic.
Magic. So we're incorporating a magic system.
Well, yeah, it's medieval. They were elves, right? They're elves.
And they're pickles.
They're elves.
I said they're like, I mean,
okay.
they could be elves, sure.
Elven pickles.
So they're sweet pickles with pointy ears.
Yes.
Magical pointy ear sweet pickles
Yeah.
ball.
So what are their magic like attributes? Is this like soft magic where it's just like mysterious, or is this like cast a spell?
You remember? You remember that one episode of SpongeBob with Kevin?
I do
And
remember
he had
Kevin.
that special hat.
Oh.
I feel like we have to have something similar to that in this story.
So there's a magical artifact, aka a crown or a hat.
Yes.
That then it is imbued with magical power. But only the purest of babies can use it.
Right. So maybe there's multiple royal families and it's a competition. So that's why they're throwing this ball. They're bringing all the clans together.
I bring all the pickle babies.
Yeah. So it's like
The newborn
Brave
pickle babies.
vibes up in this bitch.
Yeah, okay, okay.
And then a commoner dill pickle wins, which has never happened before.
Yeah.
Holy
And
shit.
everybody's like, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly it.
Okay, so all right, so now we have two distinct like parts of our film, right? The first
Yeah.
part, they're setting up this ball, and we establish that there's this magical artifact,
I gotta.
and it chooses do they have some type of like? How does it choose who gets it? Are they actually babies or are they like young children?
Maybe they're seeds.
So wait.
Maybe it's the seed.
So at that point, are they cucumbers?
Oh. Yeah, because that's when they're purest.
The purest pickles are cucumbers.
Yeah.
But then we lose the part about how it's a commoner that gets the powers, a.k.a. a dill pickle gets the powers.
Right.
Oh, I guess that's true.
Maybe it's like a ceremony where they like some other magical entity decides which cucumber will be a sweet or a dill pickle.
Oh, so it's like a sorting hat.
Yeah, it's like a sorting hat type deal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And so this ball is the sweet pickles are there because they know that this particular baby is going to be sorted as a sweet pickle because the baby is the son of the highest royalty. But the sorting hat decides that he is not a sweet pickle. He becomes a dill pickle.
Oh, okay.
And the family feels disgraced or ashamed because they produced a dill pickle.
Oh,
and
and that's the first time. Is that what you were going to say? No.
It's the first time, yeah.
Yeah.
That's not what I was going to say, but I was agreeing.
Okay. What were you going to say? I cut you off.
So this pickle gets the magical, is it like a crown? I'm just going to call it a crown.
Yeah.
Sure.
This pickle gets the crown because he's this like royalty? Or is there?
It's assumed that he will get it because he's royalty.
Okay. But then he becomes a dill pickle.
Because the crown like rejects him. Maybe the crown is that type of sorting hat type deal.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So the crown rejects him and says, no, he's not pure enough or something. I don't know. And so then he has to become a dill pickle. Because when they're born, they're little baby cucumbers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it is decided which type of pickle they will be.
So then somebody else gets like this magical crown?
Not necessarily.
No, I think the crown has to be like put somewhere safe now, and like the town has to decide what to do about this situation.
Yeah.
Like no one else can wear it now. The crown has just decided that there's no sweet pickle.
Yeah. So out of a group, there were no sweet pickles, even though it was assumed that because the king and queen of the sweet pickle kingdom produced this child,
right,
that they would also be a sweet pickle. So
Alas.
now the conflict arises through, do they continue to trust in their magical crown, or do they go against it and make the baby a sweet pickle?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, they like can do that? They can decide.
Can they?
No crown.
Is the question.
You're wrong.
Well, yeah, that's what they have to decide. I think that's where the
fuck.
conflict lies.
Yeah.
Because they have to, even though the crown decides, it's not a magical transformation. Like they got to go bathe in some vinegar for a month or something.
Yeah. True.
I thought it was, like, non-negotiable.
No.
Okay.
The crown simply just guides them as to which they are supposed
which path
to be.
they take. Yeah.
So now they have to decide. The royal family has to decide whether or not they're going to listen to the crown, and of course that's going to bring a lot of pushback because of course everyone who is a sweet pickle believes in the crown because the crown picked them to be a sweet pickle.
Right.
I have an idea.
Yes.
So the crown has more agency than like the royal family itself. Not more agency, but he has more power. He has more social influence.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when the family decides to make their baby a sweet pickle, the crown like decides to fuck everybody else up.
Nope.
Because he's like, you went against my word. I have more power than the family does.
Is the crown sentient?
That's what I was gonna ask.
That's what I was going.
Yes.
I see. Okay. So we have to decide whether or not the crown is like a god figure.
Yeah.
Maya, is the crown a god figure?
Is the crown a god? I don't even know where the crown came from. We got to figure that out, don't we?
What's the magical item?
Well, yeah. So so it just appeared. I don't know.
Oh, you mean like an origin story? How it was forged in the fires of Mount Doom?
Yeah.
A forging story.
A forged
if you will.
story.
Yeah.
Okay, so how did this crown come into being? This is some deep lore right
This
now.
is some really deep lore. I was not prepared for all this.
So this crown.
Yeah.
Maybe all pickles came from the crown.
What's up?
Maybe all the pickles came from the crown.
Oh.
The crown taught the cucumbers, the primitive cucumbers, how to enlighten themselves and become pickles.
Oh,
Interesting.
okay.
Because canonically in this world, pickles are like a step above in intelligence. Even the dill pickles are a step above just your base cucumber.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this is just in another universe entirely.
No, it's in Kansas in 1822.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I forgot we were in the
Yeah.
1800s. Pickleball.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, yeah, it can be anywhere. It can be any universe, sure. But so the cucumbers are like a primitive version of them, and then this crown comes into being. But who would make this crown? Who would try to enlighten cucumbers into pickles? Big Vinegar.
Big Vinegar. I was gonna say, yeah, maybe Big Vinegar could be some like sketchy chef or something, or like a chef scientist, a food scientist.
Interesting. And this is the 1820s, so they knew fuck all about food.
Yeah.
and fuck all about
they just
science,
kept having
frankly.
famines. I don't know. Embarrassing. Okay.
Boo, lame.
Corny tomato, but with what tomatoes? Anyway.
Okay, so there's a scientist,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And he turns himself
Eons
into
ago.
a pickle.
Yeah. Oh my.
Oh.
What have I
Funniest
done?
shit I ever
What have I
seen.
done? I set it up too
No.
perfectly. Oh man, we're only
That,
like.
Can we be done?
fits so well. That fits so well. Okay.
I mean, that is where we were headed.
There
Blast
is
you, Adult Swim.
there is a scientist scientist in quotes, because let's be real, we're doing too much science.
Food nutritionists have to know a lot, calories and stuff.
No, I mean in the 1820s.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant in general.
No, in the 1820s.
Okay, yeah, 1820s. Yeah. So this food.
They were just
scientist.
pouring anything they could find on anything else and hoping something would happen.
Pretty much.
So this is when they first
Or adding Coke to it.
Exactly. Julian, can I get a date check on when vinegar was first invented?
Oh, man.
Because I'm thinking at some point they had to figure out that because vinegar is it fruit juice that goes like past the point where it's
Oh
wine?
gosh, I have no idea.
3000 BC.
Oh.
What are the main components of vinegar? And vinegar is what you use to make pickles, correct?
I think so.
And like then they put other stuff in it too, like dill.
Yeah, like or sweet.
Dill or sweet.
Dill or sweet.
I'm team dill.
The two genders. No kidding.
Dill or sweet.
Dill or sweet.
It's
I
pretty
can
much
say that I'm
just-
non-binary.
It's pretty much water and acetic acid.
Oh.
Okay. And I think
That
it's
is not
made,
fruit juice.
I think it's made from fermenting something. We have invented vinegar. It has been invented for thousands of years at this point.
Yeah.
This food scientist is like, yo, vinegar, that shit rank.
Hear me out.
That shit gross.
Put it on pickles.
But this is before refrigeration. We have no other way to keep our food good to eat.
Right.
I'm a humble cucumber farmer. And I've grown too many crops this year.
Far too many.
Far too many. And I need to save some for the winter and for next year.
Winter cucumbers.
Winter cucumbers. Nope.
Windcumbers.
Yeah. So he decides to put some cucumbers in a big vat full of vinegar because he's like, I gotta save all these bad boys.
Oh, right.
Because
Okay.
they've
I see
already
where this
been
is going.
putting like meat and other things in like salt and vinegar to preserve it.
Sure.
So he's like, oh, I'll just put my cucumbers in here. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
He leaves them for the winter,
Mm-hmm.
comes back next spring. What does he have? Oh, these cucumbers have all these weird bumps on them and look kind of gross.
But they taste
But he's like, man, I'm hungry.
Right.
So he takes a bite and he realizes, holy moly,
What was his last name?
Pickle. Tom Pickle.
Tom Pickle.
Tom Pickle.
TP for short. Toilet paper.
That's right. So he invents pickles.
Yeah.
But in doing so, he also dropped his wedding ring into the vat, like his band, his wedding band, without realizing when he was dumping all the cucumbers in there.
Right.
In doing so, the wedding band was also pickled.
Okay.
And it has now, that is how it has gained the power of vinegar and pickling and how it can choose the cucumber. So this is the origin story for our magical artifact.
For the crown. Okay.
For the crown.
We got there.
Isn't the crown kind of like owned by the sweet pickles?
Yes, but that's through many millennia of conflict.
Yeah.
They have gained control.
Yeah.
So they believe that it is theirs.
They believe it is their divine
We're
right.
in the era currently.
Yeah.
Where? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is the origin of our crown. That's a lot of lore.
That
needs to be in like a 5 to 7 minute voiceover montage at the beginning of the film.
Yeah. A trailer, if you will.
Exactly.
And holy cow, you made it
Have a
back in real time.
Cool. So now we have our two pickle factions. Sweet pickles. They put the crown on their little baby cucumber boy. Big and strong. And they're like, yeah, no, he is a dill pickle, not a sweet pickle. And they're like, hey, yo, this is not good. So then they have to decide whether or not they will continue to listen to the crown. And if they don't, it has a lot of ramifications because everyone believes in the crown. Everyone's been told to believe in the crown for hundreds of years. They fought over
back to religion.
I mean, it all comes back to religion.
Always.
So what does the family do now that they found out this news from the crown and they have to make a decision? What is their decision?
Oh, man. This feels like Bandersnatch where it's like 50-50, where it's like we either listen to the crown or we don't.
Yeah.
Which route should we take?
I think they make them sweet.
Okay.
I think it would make more sense that they would make him sweet.
They're going to try to make
to
him
go against the crown.
Sweet. Yeah.
Now, do people, it's a ball, right? And this is a big ceremony. So everyone there knows.
Yeah.
Because they did it that's the whole point of the ball, the whole point of the ceremony.
Right.
So everyone knows that the crown said, no, you can't be a sweet pickle. But the family's going to do it anyway in their sweet pickle vats that they control because they're the sweet pickle royal family.
Mm-hmm. The chambers.
The chambers.
Yeah.
If you will. And so they go ahead and turn him into a sweet pickle.
Right.
What is the reaction?
Oh, it's not good. It's not good. I feel
Speak
like
on
there's definitely a villain arc here.
Right.
They're going to create a villain. I don't know how.
By making him a sweet pickle?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. Maybe he's going to see that it's just wrong to do so.
Right.
Because, I don't know. I mean, well, this guy was either destined to be dill or sweet, right?
Yeah. So is this, okay, let me ask, whose story is this? Is it the story of the kid?
Sure. Yeah. Who else
I think it would
have?
be.
Okay. All right. So it's the kid's story. So this is all his like origin.
Yeah.
So then we have to place him in a world where he is faced with like a certain level of conflict.
Right.
Now in Pickle World, like he's young, sure, but like he had to grow up into a cucumber that was big enough to turn into a pickle. So maybe he's like a young child, you know? He's not
Okay,
like
sure.
a baby.
Right.
So he has a little bit of like agency.
Okay.
So maybe he goes to pickle school and all the other kids make fun of him because they know. You know,
Would he go to pickle school if he's a royalty?
Well, maybe it's the Royal Pickle School for Royal Pickles.
Yeah. Private school.
Private school, yeah.
That's true.
But similar to like, I just watched through all of Harry Potter.
Yeah.
You know, and how everybody knows who Harry Potter is.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. They're all like, we know who you are. Maybe everyone knows who pickle number 9 is or whatever.
Right.
Right.
speaking of, can we quickly decide who is playing our pickle?
Oh my goodness.
I
has
think we gotta know
pickle
more about
energy?
the character.
You want to know more about the pickle character?
Yeah, like, what's
Okay,
their
yeah.
arc?
Okay.
What's the arc of our pickle character?
Right. Okay. So we have all this origin story. Pickle
Yeah.
comes out. What does he have to do to either prove himself that he can be a sweet pickle, or come to some type of self actualization or realization that he shouldn't be? Does he resent his parents for turning him into a sweet pickle even though he wasn't supposed to be?
Ooh.
Does he believe in the prophecy?
Oh yeah, maybe he's a black sheep and he
Yeah.
yeah. He's like an atheist among the pickles.
Oh my God.
And
So-
just rejects the crown.
So he's starting to question. Maybe he's young enough right now that he doesn't have fully formed beliefs, but he's starting to question.
Yeah.
Mom
Because
and dad.
we never really clarified what the dills do, So
Right.
maybe he's gonna get enlightenment over there.
Yeah, maybe he ventures
He runs
out.
away.
He runs away, yeah.
Yeah.
The pickle runs away.
And then he finds the commoners, the working class
Yeah.
of dill pickles. And do they know who he is?
Oh.
I think no.
They weren't at the ball.
Well, does he want to be known either? When he goes over there?
I would say
They
probably
hide him
not.
away.
Probably
His parents
not.
hide him away because because everybody know that he was supposed to be a dill pickle.
Yeah.
So they're ashamed of him.
Yeah.
Right.
But the dill pickles, because they weren't there, they don't know. So none of them know who he is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So to them, he's just a sweet pickle,
Lost
just
in the
lost.
Undercity.
Yeah. So everybody's a little bit mean to him
Yeah.
Yeah.
because he's a sweet pickle, in their territory, in their land. But does he find some sort of mentor figure? Does he
Ooh.
an old raggedy dill pickle?
Well, I was gonna say, what goes well with pickles?
Ooh, okay.
It's got to be something.
Are we going to have
Um,
other foods as characters?
I think we should.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
At least one.
What goes well? I mean, are they just another adjacent vegetable, or
Maybe.
is it a pairing?
or maybe. There's too many options.
There are a lot of options.
Well, what is it that the protagonist needs that might help us decide what this mentor is?
I think he wants to figure out the truth because he may not know it fully. About why his parents turned him into a sweet pickle, or why the crown said he should have been a dill pickle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think it's identity.
Identity.
He doesn't know what
Yeah.
he really is.
I just think he has to get close with a dill pickle to start to realize that he's more like the dill pickles than the sweet
I
pickles.
think you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is the mentor figure another young, strapping dill pickle?
Oh my god. Like a queer coming of age story. Can we?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I mean,
yes.
they're pickles, sure.
Gay pickles, gay pickles.
Hey, pickles. Oh my god.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So he's out in the wild, and then there's some other young, strapping hunk of a dill pickle.
Of a dill pickle.
That is he initially mean to our
Yes.
protagonist?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Does he save him in some way
Ooh.
from trouble? Is he mean to him, but mean in the I don't like you, but also I'm watching out for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So when they initially meet, he's like, don't talk to me, you're a gross sweet pickle, go
Yeah.
away.
But then he explains his situation and he's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, I want to help you.
Yeah,
Yeah. Teach you the ways of the dill."
that's right. And then there is a Karate Kid training montage.
Of course. Mandatory. It's them just flipping in loops though. They don't have legs or arms. It's just them going in circles on the ground.
I'm gonna
or
teach you how to
some
fight.
shit.
We ran into this exact issue last episode. Oh no, we have inanimate objects. How do we make
How
it
do
do
you make
things?
pickles fight? Maybe it's all just verbal. They just have rap battles. It's actually Hamilton in disguise.
Oh my god! You just revolutionized this story. They have rap battles.
Rap battles.
1860 gay pickle coming of age Victorian ball
Rap battle.
rap battle.
battles.
Okay. So that
Now we're
might
getting
give us a
somewhere.
better idea of who will play our characters, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Rap battles, right?
Well,
Yeah.
maybe it could be like, we could also do something like with like a battle between genres. That could be part
Ooh,
of
yeah.
like the cultural war between dill and sweet
So,
pickles.
Okay, so maybe the sweet pickles are. I mean, are we gonna do the classic, like classical
Yeah.
sort
versus
of?
hip-hop.
Yeah,
Eh,
we could do
It does feel
two.
overdone.
it does.
We could do two variations of hip hop. I mean, I know. Do you remember that one regular show episode that Tyler the Creator was on,
Oh yeah.
where it's poetry versus
yeah,
rap?
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay,
Where
yeah. Word.
it's Pops and he's
Yeah.
rapping, but it's like more poetic.
yeah.
I think I remember that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it could be like
Okay, yeah, because it's still a rap battle. It's just
it's still a rap battle. It's just these like very conflicting styles.
yeah.
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 Of
Yeah, I like
rap.
that. I like that a lot.
Okay.
Okay. So these
Rapping
sweet
Victorian pickles.
the sweet pickles do like very very poetic rhymes to like either very soft music or no beat at all. Like it's just spoken.
hmm
Versus the dill pickles are like, drop me a beat. I'm about to fucking flame this kid.
Yeah, I think to make this even more extra, for the poetry, hear me
Mhm,
out.
mhm.
For the poetry, one of the pickles has to vocalize the music, right, and just hum or like sing or some shit.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's no, it's 1800s.
Yeah.
They don't have technology, right? I mean, sure they could play instruments, but with what arms and
Yeah,
hands?
yeah.
So we got harmonizing pickles, and
Okay.
then for the rap battles, there's a beatboxer.
Okay, yeah.
Beatboxing pickle.
Beatboxing pickle that helps with
So-
the rap.
So are these battles like very organized?
Oh
And
yeah.
like they have
This
to go to an
happens-
arena. It's like a Pokemon battle. They have to go to an arena and the ref is the beatboxer.
yeah.
Oh my god.
No,
I
the
like
ref
that.
is the opera singer, and when someone wins, they just go,
Okay, so rap battling pickles.
Mhm.
Our young pickle boy lost. Well, he ran away, but he's lost.
He did.
Lost him himself. He doesn't know who he
Yeah,
is.
Yeah.
He has always wanted or always had an affinity for that type of rap over
Yeah.
poetry,
Yeah.
and that's
And
kind
rejects the crown.
and
Yeah.
rejects the crown. But through meeting this young, strapping, up and coming rap artist,
Yep.
who he has the hots for,
Mm-hmm.
he learns that they're not so different after all.
Oh no.
Great. Okay. Cool.
That's the movie.
There it is.
So we fleshed out. We spent 20 of our 35 minutes fleshing out the backstory.
Yeah, just for the vinegar, man. We got so
Dude,
lost on
yeah.
the vinegar.
So let's
pickles.
yeah.
let's get some like actual story beats that happen. So we have this part where he runs away.
Right.
He meets the up and coming rap artist. Where do we go after this?
Oh my God.
Oh, we're in the countryside.
We're in the
Oh.
countryside now.
Okay. Yeah.
No balls
Countryside.
out here.
No balls. No. What do they do? They're just workers. Maybe he like learns how to get some grit.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And he like figures out more about the pickle society.
Do you think? Okay. Ding ding ding. Idea bell.
Okay. Yeah.
What if, he runs away, but he has no money. He didn't bring anything with him,
Right.
and so he's like, "Shit! If I'm gonna make it, like I have to put in the work and like earn
Oh yeah.
currency or whatever." What if he like finds some old guy who runs a shop or a farm or something
What
like
is
that?
this? A road without us? Is he just going to Bud's auto shop?
Yeah. Finds an old guy that's running it, and then the young strapping boy is that guy's son.
Oh.
Oh.
You did it. Oh my God.
So he
You
finds
did
this
it.
old guy, and this old guy's like, "Oh yeah, I hate sweet pickles, but we need more help."
Yeah. Yep.
So he reluctantly allows him to help and pays him a little bit.
Yeah.
And then through that, the son also works there.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
And then that's how they meet.
Messy.
And they initially hate each other.
Right.
But then they learn to love each other.
What kind of store is it?
Well, I don't know. It could be, I think, any place of work. Would you, if we're in the, are we in the proper countryside as in like just farms? Or are we in just like...
Why don't we make it spicy? I think they're definitely making like alcohol, some kind of alcohol. Because if you take the pickle juices, right? Because that's a thing, pickle juice. And then you make it alcoholic.
Well,
they work at a bar. That's gay as fuck.
As we've learned, Maya, vinegar is made from
alcohol. There you go.
So
yeah,
that's how the sweet pickles source it. Is they like commandeer it from all of these dill pickles who are just trying to make ends meet.
So there's a lot of sweet pickles walking around the brewery, I guess we can call it.
Yeah,
and that causes conflict because our main pickle is like, oh fuck, people know what I look like.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, interesting. So it's an old pickle man who works at this. He runs this brewery.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a brewery or is it a bar?
We both.
Yeah.
I suppose it could be both.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a big industry, this Undercity. Yeah.
And is this in a city or is this in the countryside?
Well, it's 1800s. You said Kansas.
Are we
sticking to that?
No, we don't have to stick to Kansas. But are they like at least in a town that would have enough people in it, or?
I mean, if it's a brewery and a bar.
Then that would make sense.
That they're in a town.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they're in a town of 1,000 maybe or something.
Yeah.
Because it is 1800, so towns weren't that big.
Yeah.
Unless you were living literally in like New York.
Yeah.
So they service this town. They're like the only bar brewery in town. So everybody goes there.
Right.
And this is how our main character gets to meet other people in the town too and learn about them.
Mm-hmm.
But you're right. Some of the sweet pickles start coming in because this is where they source their alcohol from to make the vinegar to make more sweet pickles. So there's maybe there's vinegar season.
Oh my God.
Because the ball only happens like once a year or something at harvest.
Right. Yeah.
And so there's vinegar season. Exactly. So maybe it's like it's not quite vinegar season yet, but as we get closer to the end of the movie, it gets closer to vinegar season. So more of the sweet pickles start coming in and start putting in their orders or whatever.
Mm.
And that's a big source of conflict because he's like, oh shit, these people are gonna know me. People are gonna know who I am.
Yeah.
And so he has to try to hide it, or how does he go about dealing with that?
Well, probably just physically hiding. I guess he could alter his physical state as well.
Definitely.
I feel like that would fit in thematically.
a shopping sequence with
okay.
the new main character.
I had an idea. I heard the bell go off. Instantly, I had an idea. What if the brewery / bar is like illegally, like under the table, selling commoners the sweet juice? Because people want to make their children sweet.
Oh, so there's a little like...
So it doesn't fully make their children sweet, right? Because it's only a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the climax of the movie is when the sweet royal pickles find out that they've been illegally selling the sweet juice.
Yeah.
They capture them, including his new lover boy. And then he has to go back to the pickle castle.
Oh, right.
Do they capture the main character as well, thinking that he's a dill pickle? Or do they know they found out they're like, you shouldn't be here, and they bring him back home?
Maybe at first they think he's a dill.
Okay, gotcha.
And then it's realized, and it's like,
oh my God.
Hold on. Gasp.
Gasps.
It's in the black.
Okay, so the climax of the movie, they capture a bunch of dill pickles because they've been illegally selling sweet pickle juice to make their kids a little bit sweeter, like a drug.
Right. Oh,
and in doing so, they capture the main character, but also the main character's love interest, who is a strapping young boy, who is the son of the guy who hired the main character to work at his bar/brewery that Sweet Pickles come to during vinegar season to get alcohol to make the sweet pickle juice.
And to break his lover out, he must win in a rap battle against his father.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And of course, his father assumes that he can easily win because all his son knows is a lesser version of their poetic rap hymns. But then he realizes that his son actually learned the ways of the dill.
Of the dill. Like I said earlier.
in a Karate Kid training
montage. Yes. I recall this 40 minutes ago. Yes.
And then he ends up beating his father. Now, let's think about the style of this film, visual style.
Mm-hmm.
I was honestly like the entire time picturing Ghibli animation.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. I can get with it.
It's an anime.
Okay, so
That's
it's an
exciting.
anime.
That's very exciting.
So this rap battle, I'm guessing the words of the rap battle are visually shown in some way.
For sure.
And that's like how
in
they
Korean.
hit the other character, right?
Okay, yeah.
So there's this game called is it in Parappa the Rappa?
I know of that game.
Or
Friday Night Funkin'. There's some game that's like a music game, and the idea is that you're rapping or you're like having a music battle against someone else.
Yeah.
And the way that you deal damage is like physically sending words or music notes at the other person.
That's pretty dope, actually.
So I'm thinking that the way that, because it's an anime, the way that these battles can happen is quite literally like those things being visually portrayed.
So kind of Scott Pilgrim-y.
Yeah, kind of Scott Pilgrim-y. Yeah.
Okay.
And that can sort of help the fact that they're pickles.
Yeah.
And can't really fight.
Yeah. No arms. No arms.
No.
No bitches.
Great. Now, what that also means is, of course, we have to have a lot of still frame stare-offs.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
A lot of motion lines.
Oh, I'm definitely imagining the graphics right now to be like red background, black silhouettes, like crazy text. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah, like white, like
the actual,
of the action shit. Yeah.
Oh
like
my God.
That's what I'm seeing right now. For like at least the rap battles.
So
like, that has to be a visual experience.
So we are making a pickle anime.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. And all the expressions on the faces. There's no eyes or nose or mouth, but you still get like the like the pink rosy cheeks are like embarrassed, or like the little squiggle above the head. Yeah.
A little explanation
Holy
point.
Shit.
The Metal Gear, whatever.
Yeah. Great. So this is a pickle anime. This is awesome. I love this.
Oh God, yeah, this is great.
So he battles his father in this like culmination of everything that he's learned so far.
Right.
What are those things that he's learned? 2 or 3 things that he learned from being a dill pickle that are now being tapped into, that he can defeat his father.
Right.
Because of course, as you know, in royal structure, if you defeat the king, you become the king.
Or get rid of royalty, but no one ever chooses that option. Well, I had an idea. Where was it gonna go?
Okay.
Yeah, I feel like royalty is lazy, right?
Right.
And so as a now dill pickle, I suppose, he went to the dills and earned grit.
Yeah.
So maybe he just learned humility.
So he's going to dissolve the royal structure if he defeats his father.
Yeah, because he realizes that they're not so different, right?
Okay.
So he's gonna try to combine them.
Right.
And then we'll have another
We'll have a sequel.
a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it never goes well.
Okay. So what are the 2 or 3 things that he learns in order to overcome his father, in order to defeat the sweet pickles? Yeah. Humility can be one of them, but how is that shown?
Yeah, good point. Oh, are you asking me to come?
I feel like Sorry. go ahead.
verses right now. No,
Oh my
go
God.
ahead.
I guess they could be through the
Please
verses.
freestyle
Yeah.
right now. I was thinking, I feel like this might be overdone, but he learns to be less proper. Like if we're doing that thing where like the sweet pickles are like more poetic,
Mm-hmm.
like traditionally poetic,
Mm-hmm.
that could be part of it.
Maybe, it was always thought that being proper and poetic was the more powerful way of rapping, and it's more pure, so it's more powerful. But he realizes through meeting all of these other dill pickles that the style of rap that they do is just as or even more powerful when combined with the poetry that the sweet pickles do, because he is a sweet pickle and also a dill. He's both.
That's true.
So
Oh my gosh, he's biracial.
he can combine their powers.
Yeah.
I had an idea.
Yeah.
I don't remember it.
Oh no.
Okay. Good thought.
I'm at that point where we've been doing this so long. I just like.
Yeah, good thought.
Thanks, Nick.
Okay,
Yeah.
I think one of them is that he realizes he can combine the powers because they're not so different, and
Right.
he is sort of the representation of both groups coming together.
Right.
And I think the second thing that he learns is
Oh, I remembered.
okay, no, go ahead.
In line with the theme of like becoming more confident in his identity,
Yeah.
he becomes more confident in he becomes more forward with what he says when he raps.
Interesting.
Mm.
So maybe toward
it's
the
more
beginning of the
overt.
film, he kind of just does like very surface level sort of basic
Yeah.
rhymes and beats, but as we keep going, they get more and more complex and more meaningful.
Yeah.
More
So that'd be through
more
the verses,
intense.
right? Through the
Yeah.
actual writing of the verses.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, maybe that's the progression arc then, and that's how he defeats his father. Because maybe at the beginning of the film, there's a short sequence where like his father does the classic like "you'll never be good enough"
Mm-hmm.
thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then because maybe his father is like reprimanding someone else and they're having a rap battle. And he's like, "You'll never be good enough," and that's what gets him to run away.
Right.
And then when he comes back, he's like, "Yeah, but I am good enough."
How old do you think he is at this point?
More than enough.
I've been wondering this.
Well, would you like to discuss the the
Life expectancy of a pickle.
expectancy, yeah.
Oh
fuck.
boy. Should we?
Want me to look it up?
Is
We
it
can spend
worth
10
it?
minutes doing that. No.
Okay, we'll just say that I think beginning of the film when he's decided, I think cucumbers have to grow to age like in human years.
Yeah.
You don't get sent to a side until you're like, I mean, we could do what's a classic age? What is the age that they did for like Divergent or Hunger Games?
See, that's what I was thinking too. She had to be like 16,
Yeah.
right?
So
16,
maybe we can do
17.
early
It's always
teens.
teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we could do like 13, 14 is when the decision's made.
I was thinking 12 to be honest.
12?
I feel like that's
Okay.
a pivotal year.
Yeah,
12
yeah,
sounds
okay. So 12 is when the decision's made.
Yeah.
And then how long does this journey take? A year?
Okay, well the decision was made. He ran away, right?
Yeah. How old is he when he comes back to battle his father? Is it 1 year? Is it 4 years? Is it...
I feel like it's a long time.
You think he'd come back
long
at
time.
18?
18, yeah, maybe.
So
Yeah.
6 years? 6 years he's been missing?
But 6 years he's been like learning the way of the dill.
Yeah. The way of the dill.
The way of the dill.
Okay. So he comes back 6 years later
Okay, yeah. Yeah, that's good.
to defeat his father at age 18. Okay. Julian,
Yeah.
let's try to make this into a log.
Oh, Christ.
Okay.
Let's do it.
So, we didn't cast. We didn't
pickle
cast
prince.
our pickle.
We really didn't. Should
Who
we do musicians?
is sure?
Make it
Yeah.
interesting? Oh
Who is our pickle prince?
my gosh. Our pickle prince. Gosh, I don't know many rap. Hang on. Let me open my Spotify real quick. Oh, wait. Yeah, can we make it Frank Ocean?
Sure. Frank Ocean
Oh,
is our
yes.
pickle
Frank
prince.
Ocean is the pickle prince, and then the dill is definitely fucking Tyler.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's
perfect.
The young strapping
yes. 100%.
Dill son.
Yeah.
Okay.
And his father is Tupac.
Tyler's father is Tupac, or,
Yeah.
or okay, gotcha.
Yeah, he runs the brewery.
Gotcha. Okay. So a pickle prince played by
Frank Ocean.
So pickle prince, parentheses Frank Ocean.
Yeah.
I love the parentheses.
Yeah.
Runs away from.
Who's a bad rapper? Eminem. There you go.
Okay, his father's
Hot
Eminem.
take. Hot take. I'll stand by it.
Parentheses, Eminem.
Yeah.
Who is trying to. How do we weave in here that he's going against the prophecy or going against what the crown said?
Oh shoot. Well, just be by.
Runs away from his father, who imposed the sweet pickle lifestyle on him.
Who?
Okay, that's one sentence.
In an attempt to discover his identity,
his true identity. He learns the ways of the dill.
Yeah.
All right, Julian, give me a read back here.
All right. A pickle prince, Frank Ocean, runs away from his father, Eminem, who imposed the sweet pickle lifestyle on him in an attempt to discover his identity and learn the ways of the dill.
That's pretty good without giving too much away.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a lot of fucking
There's a
lore
lot.
that we just talked about. But
Yeah, we don't even touch on the ring, the man's
yeah,
wedding
the
band.
ring,
Well, that'll
the
be
scientists.
first 10 minutes. It'll be in a nice chopped up montage with a voiceover voiced by.
Ooh. Oh my God.
Who's going to be an ethereal figure?
Oh.
Voiced.
Kate Blanchett.
Ooh.
Voiced by Kate Blanchett. Okay,
I'm
cool.
done with that.
Oh, fuck.
And that will set us up for all the lore we need for the story. Maya,
Yes.
you need to come up with a title.
Oh goodness. Well, I did say it's not in Spanish though, so it wouldn't make any sense for it to be Porque No Los Dos. A Spanish anime.
A Spanish rap battle anime.
So many genres.
Dude, that is
oh my
fucking
goodness.
awesome. I would watch
That'd
the
be
shit out of that.
That'd be wild.
Sure, the title can be whatever you want it to be. The guest always picks the title.
Oh boy. Oh, that's so much pressure. Okay, wait. Trying to think of pickle puns, or if there are any. What's the big dill? I don't know.
What's the big
deal?
Sounds like a rom-com.
Yeah. I think honestly, obnoxious is kind of my brand. I think we're just gonna have to stick with Porque No Los Dos.
All right.
It's a spanime. I'm sorry.
A spanime.
Yeah, it was Julian's idea. I stole that. He said it a couple minutes ago.
That's fantastic.
I know.
I love that.
Yeah.
All right.
Wow.
Spanime rap battles.
Spanime.
What more could you want? All right, Hollywood has remade the same goddamn story 50 goddamn times. This is what you get, all right, when you get a bunch of college students in one room figuring out something original that's never been done before. So honestly, you're welcome.
And there's not even any new movies coming out nowadays.
Exactly.
It's just there's this franchise that hasn't been
it's
remade
just
in
this
6
series
years.
of a movie we made 20 years ago that no one remembers the main character's name, but it looks cool, right?
Special
I'm talking
effects.
about Avatar 2.
Well, we are making some original creative ideas on the
Indeed we
Logline
are.
podcast that riff off of traditional Hollywood tropes,
Yeah.
but then take weird turns in the last 10 and a half minutes of the podcast. such as being anime.
Spiname. I hope it was worth
battles.
it. Hope it was worth it.
All right. Well, thank you, Maya, for coming on the podcast.
Thank you for having me. It was very fun.
First day of Gauntlet Week down. And this was great. Thank you so much. Do you have anything you want to shout out? Oh
man. Follow me on TikTok. It's happily.maya. I have 26,000 followers, but I'd like to actually build it over the summer.
You want 27,000
I do. I'm literally 0.4 away.
Hey.
So
cool. Well, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Bye.
Bye.